Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? It's time for some blind back gaming, where I play the new Hearts of Iron 4 expansion as the Dutch East Indies, and I play it blind, meaning I don't plan the run, and I just explore the mechanics as if I was playing for the first time. That means this video will have mistakes in it. Big oopsies. So don't expect me to be min-max in this video, even though I will try. But for the most part, I will try and play the best I can with the skills that I have. Fun maxing. So here we are, Indonesia. So, imperialists, so we're ticking towards integration into the Netherlands. Netherlands, we can't become free. Our economy is a mess. Ooh, that 10% construction's bad. And also, Royal East Indies Army. So basically our army sucks, other than the training, so kind of a militia army. And we're also depressed, but depressed is something different. It means we get less resources to market. Means less civilian factories overall. Okay. And by the looks of things, we only have one focus we can pick at the start of the game. So I wonder which one we're going to pick. This feels very Kaiserite. Wait for something to happen for us to be able to react. I'm going to delete my entire army. Have I got an air force? Have I got a navy? I have not. We're going to make guns. We're going to boost infrastructure in the capital. And then build mills. I don't think we're going to need civs because we've got lots of resources. Look at all that rubber and oil. And I think what will happen is I'll have that imported. We're also going to go for local autonomy. Looks like we're getting resistance, so not all of our states are integrated, which I think is really cool. I think we need to see more of that in Hoi 4. I think Northern Ireland shouldn't be called for Britain to indicate that that area is not fully integrated. You know what I mean? So land now has unrest within it. Yeah, going for the factory stuff to begin with. We have a penalty, mismanaged administration. You know, my only fear with Dutch East Indies is that this focus tree is going to be so railroaded that I'm going to be playing a bit like the Philippines, and I can't really do anything until 941. I hope that's not true, but we'll see. Only one person in our market, but we are non-aligned. So what we're going to do is sell everything on the market. High price. And I presume when I unpause the game, everyone's going to join our market. Yeah, there we go. If you're non-aligned or democratic, you have the big access to the international market. And it is always a great opportunity to sell lots of goodies. Realize I've got some more guns. Sell them again. Prioritize garrisons. Get that compliance up. I presume we can probably core this if we get the compliance hard enough. Usually that's the way it works in Hoi 4. So this gives us less resources to market. This looks like development of my land. Certain areas. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of resources. So I'm seeing a pattern here. This is very similar to Australia. I am a puppet nation. I have lots of resources I can potentially plunder. I have lots of opportunities to, well, I guess declare independence, I suppose. I think what I'm going to do is try and play historical and break free with the mechanics. Jewel of the Crown. Need the petition to go through. Okay, we have to wait for this petition, and then we can start declaring independence. It's like a first railroaded mechanic so far. The holding us back from declaring independence. Not today. So what we got? Realign supply. Give away leases. So we've got the first option. Do we offer leases to other countries for our resources? Or do we do first come, first serve? Let's do first come, first serve. That feels like the historical option. Is it historical? It is, yep. Let's do that. So what we're doing is selling things on the market to get economic surplus, which gives a construction bonus. And we get the maximum construction bonus of 26%. And that's based on being on free trade. Free trade is very good for us too. Yeah, lots of construction. There's also mismanaged administration. So we type that in, mismanaged administration. We fix that by going down the left or right path. So this is a joint focus tree. This means that the focuses have to be selected by Netherlands or me based on the flag underneath them. I'm going to go for the path that means we have more control. Local construction in a bunch of land. Excavation 2. More resources to market. Cooperate with the Chinese. I think I want that research slot. Yeah, let's do that. Expand the Javanese infrastructure. Java? I think of those, that race in Star Wars. So we're doing for factories. We don't have a lot of mills, but we have a decent amount of civilian factories though, and we're gaining +5 from trade. Okay, I think I'm going to go down that path and we'll go for the extra research. Actually, do you know what I think about it? No, I know what we have to do. We build our capital tall, and that gives extra building slots. So alternatively, we can get the 2 civs immediately, or build the capital tall. That lets us double down on the infrastructure we've built in, I want to say Bratislava, but it's not. Batavia. Batavia? Am I pronouncing that right? We have the ability to mobilize quite early as well. Okay, there's the petition. So this is basically deciding if we go historical or historical. So what are the options? Jewel of the Crown versus the Underground Revolution. Yeah, we're going to do the Jewel of the Crown. That's the revolution. These two are the Jewel of the Crown, but the top option, okay, a bit of a no-brainer. I feel like I want to go for the bottom one. Status quo must continue, and then we lose autonomy, but we gain political power. Oh, okay, that moves us towards becoming more of a puppet. Okay, I got that one wrong. I always get confused if it's a plus or a minus, whether we're gaining or losing autonomy. Because I presume minus means we're losing autonomy. I guess you gain autonomy. Never mind. Okay, my brain. Anyway, early mobilization. That was a trade-off, basically. Do we lose some autonomy to gain political power? Which I think is kind of worth. All right, we've got the building slots now, so we can build higher in our capital, 9 factories with 100% construction bonus. That's super worth. And we're also going to go for concentrated, which is going to give more building slots so we can build the capital even taller. So this needs to have excavation 1, and we also need to have the modifier of the Bangkar Bauxite export. Okay, so this develops and gains us autonomy, but we gain loads of autonomy from this. This one gains the most. Legalize the display of the red and white flag. Yeah, go for it. So this increases resources to market. Let me just make sure I understand that mechanic, because the plus and the minus element really throws my brain off. So minus 62. So we're gaining more resources to market. Okay. And this modifies Great Depression. Oh, that's a no-brainer. We need to do that one. Getting the construction up early game and getting building slots is a massive win, so we need to do that ASAP. Sell more stuff to market. Getting more construction. That's good. Somehow, I think the devs don't think about the construction bonus as much. But something tells me I'm kind of breaking the game mechanics a little bit here. Let's look at the divisions we've got. Interesting recon, followed by just a smaller division. Okay. We're having issues with compliance here, but the resistance is going down. More construction. I'll be fair with you, the revolution path is probably the most interesting path. So how many resources to market now? Minus 62%, extra construction. Okay, that is a big win. That one is definitely one you want to go for immediately. So it says 8 other. I don't like this when it says 8 other, because I don't know what the 8 other is, and I can't hover over it and find out what it is. But this gives extra factories in state. I'm going to click it because I have a feeling it might give factories in my capital. But I think this might be a rural region, not an agricultural region, so they probably won't take advantage of this bonus, but whatever. The new governor for the Dutch East Indies, the Queen wants a new governor. So this guy's constantly losing autonomy, so I don't want this guy anymore. Yeah, so we'll change him for this guy. I love how they've got very long necks, extra democracy and extra stability. Red and white flag is no longer illegal. Now we go for this one. Fix mismanaged. We want to go for the one that gives construction, don't we? Told you construction is the big one early game. So this one gives autonomy. This one gives research speed. Construction. There we go. It's kind of like we are on the path to independence by laying the seeds of what Indonesia looks like. So we're kind of laying the seeds of nationalism. I kind of like that. That's cool. It feels interactive because it feels like the issue with these kind of nations and playstyles is you kind of sometimes feel like you're just waiting for the next national focus. Because I mean, you haven't got a navy or an air force, or technically an army's kind of weaker too. So kind of waiting around, aren't you? Okay, here we go. Sugar. Okay, there we go. The funding. So you have to go into the states map mode and see the funding. Ah, I see. Okay, so it is mainly the West Island and the North and the East. Okay, that's kind of cool. An extra 15% construction is pretty good though. So it gives you an incentive to take advantage of that. Oh, Great Depression out south. All right, a lot of these focuses are no-brainers. I will say, though, if you take into account the focus tree, this is a smaller focus tree than some of the others, isn't it? This bit looks big because this is your political path, but half of this is going to disappear when I select the left or the right one. I think we're going to know the left one, though. Yeah, the left one's what we're going to do. The Indonesian minister. Reduces resistance, gains autonomy. Okay, well, the autonomy gains a no-brainer, isn't it? Yeah, so when we gain 1,000 autonomy, we can upgrade to a colony. I think what's happening is we're giving a lot of our resources to the Dutch. Adopt the Indonesian language in schools. Sell more stuff on the market. Loads of economic surplus. As long as that number is high and going up or staying stagnant, we're getting the full 26% construction bonus. All right, let's go from here then. So we can't do that one because we need construction 3. This is to develop Sumatra. This is this island. I'm losing the answer. This island is Java. This one is Sumatra. Hey, we're learning the geography of Indonesia as we go here, okay? So this is basically fixing the Great Depression, basically, industry. Australian contracts. Need 400 rubber to do that one. Ooh, that's big. But extra factories in state. That's pretty big, too. Anyway, let's reform the canal. Concentrated's done. Concentrated 2. That gives us access to additional 2 buildings. So you can see now building the capital is worthwhile because you've got that max infrastructure, that double construction bonus, 100%, which is going to give the faster building as well as the faster or cheaper buildings too. 50% cheaper and 100% faster. Does that make sense? Okay, so presuming you're working towards here, gives the ability to become free. Okay, then you can decide if you want to become a union of the Netherlands and Indonesia, or become a republic, or continue being a puppet. Okay, so I guess the historical option is this one after the war, isn't it? Okay, this is not the path that I thought. So I want to do the left path and work towards a coalition, maybe? No, I have decided the path. Okay, so this is the sub-branch, the one I've already gone for. Okay, so this is not the path. I'm going to go down the left path anyway. Yeah, the left path is what I'm going to do. Education has been established. Okay, we're definitely pumping out some guns now. We can diversify our forces a little bit now, so we can go train and we can go gun. Surprisingly, that's artillery, but that's a machine gun. And then truck. And then we just divvy them up. Okay, the Dutch East Indies. Sideline with the Volksraad, or we begin negotiations with the that one. So this feels the historical path. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. So what we're basically doing today is soft alt history. Basically, it's kind of historical, but then we're just with a little twist. It's a bit like the UK path, where you have the ability to do the global defense, which is basically the Rush-Churchill path. Technically still historical, but it's a little bit alt history. Next one, we're going to press this button to gain political power. Sell everything again. Machine tools, get that production up. One of the biggest downsides of playing minor powers in Hoi 4 is you have 2 research slots. And that ends up in the situation where you become a little more difficult to focus on strong infantry and getting an air force or tanks in it as well. So you're probably wondering, hang on, Dave, why do you always play with infantry every single game? Well, it's because it's just easier based on 2 research slots. So you have to rush the research slots, therefore to rush the other equipment to kind of balance everything out. Okay, where are we? Education reforms, gained research. The question is, do I want to fix my economy, or do I want to try and work towards independence? So how many resources are markets of 50%, where I could have a potential of 80% if I go down some of these focuses? Okay, let's do some of these focuses, just 1 or 2. And then when we gain the advisor to gain, I think we have to gain non-aligned. Once again, as you're probably noticing, guys, I'm asking lots of questions here, who ares and maybes. 25% supports the Volksraad. Oh, democracy. Lots of ooh-ahs and maybes with this, guys, because once again, I'm playing blind. I've never played this before, so I'm just kind of like guessing based on previous focus trees in Hoi 4 and just kind of taking a guess. So we need excavation 1 to do that one, and that gains so many resources. But this reduces consumer goods. So it's either resources or consumer goods. I'm going to be fair with you. Consumer goods has been nerfed so heavily, I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Consumer goods factor minus 5%. So resources to market. Resources to market. That's 10% by going for Japan. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I'm permanently in a situation where I can't give away all my resources. Anyway, let's make some friends with Japanese anyway. Or we can go partial as well. So you can get partial really early on as Indonesia. Interesting. So kind of what I'm doing here, which is a kind of a wonky strat, but what I'm doing is by making guns and selling them on the market, I'm inadvertently gaining civilian factories by construction. So it's either you make civvies, which give construction, actual physical construction, or you get a construction bonus by using the market and using the economic surplus. So I'm kind of doing... You know, will this work out more effective in the long run? I'm not sure. Anyway, we can up our autonomy now to colony. We get 17 factories, and this puts us to still 17 factories. If you hover over them, you can get a breakdown of what resources you put to the market. It doesn't look like it changes that, so I need to go to Dominion next. Yeah, I need Dominion. I think we're pretty much done here now, unless we get excavation 1. This is army stuff on the left. This is military stuff on the right. So this is your army path. And this is your independence path. Demand the return of East Timor, which is this, isn't it? I remember at the end of World War II, Indonesia did invade East Timor, but the international community did not side with Indonesia, and they had to let it become independent again. Urge a governor veto. Interesting. Oh, this is a focus for the Netherlands, so they can pick this focus to deny me independence. You know what? This is the one time I actually feel like I want to rush, concentrated, just so we can build our capital super tall. It's not very often in Hoi 4 you have the ability to do things like this, but it's kind of nice when you do have the ability to do it. It's nice when you have it. Okay, so political power, gain autonomy. Autonomy is good, but we want the democracy guy. Collaborationist? Nationalist leader? The quota system has been abolished. So nationalist needs 20% support for the Volksraad. This gives you a bunch of advisors. This will keep some Dutch characters in the event independence. So basically you're choosing between keep advisors or we'll keep all of them. But the alternative, we get access to the Privy Council, Princely Council, nationalist Dutch companies, nationalize, the princely authority. So you're basically choosing here between keeping yourself somewhat Netherlands or just completely becoming your own nationalist thing. Okay. All right, let's go for the research. Actually, do you know what? We'll not pick a research slot. We'll just get we'll double down on political power. you're not aware, if you don't select a national focus, you gain double political power and extra political power per day. And that will allow us to go for the democracy guy. Just double checking. So the collaborationist loses war support, but we gain most democracy. Yeah. Then we do research. Then we do radio. Making sure I'm building all the mills where I need to build them. Make sure I'm selling to the market. So you're probably thinking now you're overselling to the market because you're gaining your banking economic surplus. Form an East Indies FOCA division. Okay, so what's happened there is the Dutch have gone through our joint focus tree and picked something. Yeah, we're getting lots of points here, and you're not really getting an extra. But no, it allows you to get additional construction as time goes on. Oh, it like gave us a bonus to Air Force. Okay, all right. So they did one of the joint focuses, basically. Next one. Pass the anti-discrimination laws for the military ranks. We'll pick that in now. So we need the excavation tech, don't we? And we can do that now. I like that you have lots of things to click, because it can be quite boring being a subject nation and just waiting for things to happen. So I do like that they've given you stuff to click on. Do we wait for the support, for the 20% support? We're really close. We'll wait. We'll wait. So to get the flag, we need to be a dominion. And this one, make it an official language, you need to also be a dominion. All right, well, so we're seeing a pattern here. You need autonomy to progress to the next level. There you go, the Nationalist Coalition. Yeah, Nationalist Coalition. That's what I want. Yeah. Defense guy is the following must be true. You must be a subject of the Netherlands. Okay. I want to get ticking army XP. Oh, we do get ticking army XP. The Royal East Indies Army. So you don't even need to pick a chief of the army and you still get the ticking XP. That's quite nice. But then I suppose you can gain double points by having the chief of the army as well, couldn't I? Do we go quality or quantity? We'll go quality. Oh, look at... Ooh, I just saw the number hit 12 then. It just shows the amount of imports we were exporting was very high, resulting in lots of additional civilian factories for export. And the Nationalist Coalition, boom. Let's just have a little quick look at the advisors we gain. So these are basically advisors the Dutch don't approve of. Democratic Indonesia, so we need 25 support for that. And that breaks us free, but we need 30% support for that. Latvia is renamed to Jakarta. Jakarta! Of course, the capital. The all military organizations, industrial concerns will be nationalized and given a new name. But one thing I will say is it's become evident. It looks like it's worthwhile as Indonesia to rush excavation 2. This one needs to be rushed because it locks a lot of focuses out on the left side of the focus tree. This is the Princely Council. A bunch of nations joins the Dutch East Indies. The Sultanate of Goa. Glasgow. We got Glasgow, a part of Indonesia? Wow. I don't know what this represents. It represents nations that don't exist, maybe. Maybe I become balkanized. Princely leaders will be available as options for democratic... I don't know what this does. So I don't want to click it. Oh, hang on. Whoa, what's this? Well, I think I missed this, boys. I didn't realize this opened up. Prioritize Dutch companies. Misguided administration. Instability. So this... Oh, okay. So this is the path for this old leader that I got rid of. Okay. And this is this guy. Reduce the time needed for focuses to begin negotiations. Electrical grid. Research. Okay. Oh, that gains extra +1 buildings in states. So that would be good to stack with me playing my capital tour. I like that the two leaders here have little mini focus tree. That's really good. I like to see if, let's say, you're playing as Britain, you have option for the conservative mini focus tree or the Labour mini focus tree. Go for a historical path. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And like Labour could do the welfare state and then the austerity for the conservatives. Do you think that'd be kind of cool? No? Why are you making everything about Britain, Dave? We're playing a normal game of Hoi 4 and you're trying to make it about Britain. Army drill. So this guy stays with us if it can gain independence. Cool. We want to fix the research. Now we'll do the electrical grid. What does the electrical grid do? Electrical grid. Ooh. It reduces factory energy requirement, which is something I don't have to worry about too much because I've got a decent amount of coal. Telephone company. Extra reinforced and coordination. If I do 2 excavations, there's a cap of rubber requirement, wasn't there? Excavation 2. Unlocks the decision to remove rubber from a state and replace it with small quantities of other resources. Ooh. What was the one that said it was locked behind rubber? Or maybe it was this one. I've lost it. Never mind. No, there was a focus that required like a large amount of rubber. So this gives a bunch of resources. Need excavation 4. Wow. Or we reduce consumer goods. I don't think I want to reduce consumer goods. The market is hungry for more Dutch East Indies arms. So let's do the aluminium factory. Yep. Gaining autonomy so fast. Feels like stacking the advisors is a waste of time. Let's do worker conditions. Stability is always good. This advisor cannot be fired. He's a subject to the Netherlands. All right, we maxed out our capital. The question would be now, where do we go from here? these states have got bonuses for construction. So maybe I want to do that. All that rubber, that's insane. We're also going to be building in this region, Banga Estate. That's the one I want to build next, right? Banga. There you go. Not a lot of building slots in that state, though. An option to build more here in the capital. A few civs this time around just to balance things out. On hindsight, I probably should have built the civs first. Oh well, trial and error. Where do we go from here? All the way over to the right. Democrat Indonesia becomes the ruling party. Unlocks the election decision to switch out to the current leader. Yeah, why not? Why not? 35-day focus. Got the option to partial mob now. Well, almost. Ooh, can't decide if it's 25 or 24. Oh, and then more in the capital. Oh. I like to switch out as soon as possible, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess I haven't got to... I'm not forced into building those regions, so I can always just mix it up, can't I? Increase autonomy. 27 factories. We're still 27. I thought you gave more of your factories away to your subject as time went on, but I could be wrong. Anyway, can make our language official now. Add that PP tick up. Click the buttons. I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably not a very good spectator experience. You're just watching me press buttons, which unfortunately one of the downside of these subject focus trees. So we can go for this one, but you need to be... You have 30% support for democratic. You need to recognize the flag. You need to have 25 civilian factories. So we do need the civilian factories. Yeah. Can't do that one because the leader's changed. Oh, we've switched back to the other leader. Don't know when that happened. Was it something to do with picking this focus? It might have been, yeah. So you can only harvest these bonuses when you have the certain leader in question. Okay. Kind of feels like it locks you out a little bit though, doesn't it? I think what to focus on now. We play a bit differently by going for maybe an air force, maybe. Trying to mix things up a bit. I feel like the best strat would be for Indonesia would be some kind of fighter bomber. Why? Because now I have the ability... Ooh, wrong one. I have the ability now to have an impact on the oceans around me. Oh, I can't go for this guy because I'm going to lose him when I get independence. Mismanaged administration. Do we want to fix Great Depression or do we want to prioritize economic growth? This is really good. They need to implement this for the Raj because the Raj has the ability to integrate more with Britain, but you lose autonomy, which kind of feels like it's worth. I feel like selling things on the market right now feels a bit silly. Antia... Boop, 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 boop. And then you add on the infantry guns for lots of soft attack. Boop, 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 boop. And infantry guns. We make a bunch of these. And what we're behind on? We're behind on guns. Guns and artillery. Well, just technically just guns. That's fine. We're doing everything perfect then in that case. What's this? So these are the election decisions. You can elect... Oh, you can specifically say who you want to elect. Ah, so then you can progress down the different focus trees. Ah, I like that a lot. A lot of the time in Hoi 4, you don't have a lot of control who your leader is. It's kind of nice when the game, I don't know, gives you a little bit of more flexibility, you know. Restore order in the Indies. Stops being a political advisor. Gains loads of stability and political power. Detangle the chain. You look what we're doing now. So 2 from rubber. 1, 2, 3, 4 from aluminium. No one wants the oil. 2 lots of steel. 1 lot of coal. So economic growth is possible. We'll look at these resources now so we can boost this even more. More modern guns. Deploy the boys. Go here. And exercise. Deploy them automatically. Motorize priority. See if we need any more equipment. Nah, we're good. We're good. A little bit more on the artillery by the looks of things. There we go. Everything else is looking good. Prioritize economic growth. Not big bonuses or closer ties to the Netherlands. This just loses some autonomy, but I actually don't care at the moment because we are a Dominion, which is the highest level we can get before we can declare independence anyway. Partial mob. Do we do the strategy with the bombs? I feel our economy is going to explode, and I feel like this would be silly not to. Oh, multi-role aircraft. That kind of feels more relevant. Yeah, I'll do that. Multi-role. Deploy the boys. Deploy them. Run out of manpower. So manpower is very low at the moment due to the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army. Let's just see if we can fix that. Manpower. Indonesian cheap labor. Military academy. All right, that's the big one. Oh, we need that one. Yeah, that's the next one we need. That gives us some of that desperate manpower back. There's something about this focus tree that's tickling me, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Yeah, there's something about it that just kind of works. Oh, we've not got the Mayo selected. That's annoying. Yep, none of the Mayos are selected. Trains? No. All right, we're at World War II situation. We're not in the war immediately, because we don't join until 1941. Big bombs, big engines. Ah, we've already got the Mayos for the... no. We are going to stick to our guns and go with the multi-roll. Lack of air XP is very annoying, though. Air XP. This gains air XP over time. That's what we want. Do local autonomy now because we're democratic. That does gain us some resistance, but we gain higher levels of autonomy. So it should make it more worth it. Range. Is that worth it? Yep. Let's do it. So that didn't gain us any XP, but it gives us ticking. Modifies the role Netherlands East Indies Army by giving ticking XP, but it's not ticking up. So I think we found a bug. Yep, that's bugged. Okay, the army's getting pretty big now. Yeah, 500,000. It's good. It just shows the potential because your factory counts are so high. I have a feeling, it's sad to say this, but I feel like they're going to have to nerf Dutch East Indies because you can get too powerful and too big. I mean, 1939, my industry is now bigger than the Netherlands. Is that true, though? No, 24, 29. Military it is, but civilian factories it's behind. Well, I mean, that's what I've been prioritizing, haven't I? Go big engine, bigger engine. Still haven't got ticking XP, though. I think I'm going to do the air reformer, even if I might lose him when I declare independence. The official Indonesian flag. So if I just elect them, they automatically become leaders. So what if I select this guy again? General, governor, and it's a Dutch name. Gotta love those Dutch names, haven't you? No, he's not there. 15% construction speed. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty spicy. That is some insane construction stacked with the economic bonus. Ooh. Cross my civs. Let's go civ spam. Can we up the conscription? No. Can we get more manpower, though? Manpower. 2% recruitable if we are already on extensive anyway. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? To be fair, though, we can do extensive conscription very shortly because we're going to have the ability to go to war. When we're at war, we can do extensive conscription. Let's make a plane. Machine guns, bomb locks, big engine, turret, and fuel. This is the one instance where we've got excess rubber. So in this scenario, we could actually do the self-sealing, but we've not got the slot for that. We'll just put it on auto upgrade. In the next version, we'll add on the self-sealing. So how much of my resources to the market? 20%. Let's see what this princely council does. I'm scared it's going to balkanize me, but if it does, whatever. All right, we're at war. Oh, we're a dominion, so we can choose if we want to join the war. We're not forced into it. No, that's not the way it works. Or maybe it is. Wow, look at the range on that. That's like a medium bomber range. That was the princely council. Does it open decisions? No. The princely authority. Princely leaders will be available as options for democratic elections. Ah, so more options to elect different people. Ah. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's do anti-communist raids. We can also do, I don't usually click this one, but I'm going to do it this one time, is press censorship, which boosts our ideology and drops everyone else's. And this will gain us more support for democracy. However, the amount we're gaining per day is very low, though. Probably going to have to hire another advisor. Oh, there was another advisor that gave additional democracy, so that's probably the one you want to go with, the meta. Look at all this. Elect this leader. Defense on core territory. Construction. Non-core manpower. Stability. Okay, none of these guys are particularly jumping out of me. This game gains a little bit of democracy. No, I think I've actually picked the right guy. The guy who gives construction and ticking army XP, but he is the best of the best. There's no one else better than him. It'd be kind of cool if the different advisors were situational. I suppose this one's good for the army, though. If you are in a bit of an army situation, defense on core territory, war support. Industrial boom. 20% construction bonus for 1 year. Stacking all those construction bonuses. We have a HQ. Go for the HQ. And the HQ we've got is this template. Be aware, expanding it does increase the amount of CP. I don't care. We need support equipment? No. It's a bit weird that I have the ability just to say no to joining the war. It feels a bit strange. Just the minute I'm not at war with anyone. Even though technically I'm a puppet of the Netherlands and we're not at war together. Okay, this one was useful. Relocate rubber industry to fund different resources. Question is, though, can we do this? We need to have 25 civilian factories. We currently have 19. Okay, we have more time to work with in that case then. Let's do the rubber funding. I feel like I see what's going with this. I feel like Japan's going to declare war on us, but I'm going to be way too strong, so I'm just going to be able to push them back. I don't really want to join the war if I don't have to. Let's do it anyway. Join the war. Sensitive conscription. Lend-lease. Accept. Oh, we have no convoys. Is the Netherlands trying to send me? Netherlands. No, it's not the Netherlands. Probably going to be America again, isn't it? Open diplomacy. Open country list. Scroll through the list. Find the nation who's lend-leasing me. Sweden. 1,000 guns. It's always America. America. For the one time, you are too generous. We've got 2 armies here. 18, 18. So we need another 12 divisions. With the ability now to change resources. This changes rubber into different resources. Budget hourly allocation for these two regions. You can convert rubber to oil, rubber to steel and aluminium. Well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? We need the steel, don't we? There you go. Fix my steel problem. That is like the most awesome ability in all of Hoi 4. No doubt about it. That is the biggest feature so far. If any other nation had that ability, and it was so easy and so cheap, it would break the game. That is actually insane, actually. That's probably the most OP thing I've seen so far. I just realized I deployed an air wing, but it's not there. Where is it? I didn't move that there, though. All right. Logistics. Relief of command. No. Cult of heroism. Large unit tactics. We've got the manpower. Desperate defense for free manpower. Oh, this is going to give me too much manpower. I was going to do diverse operations. No, hang on. You need the one that gives bonuses to air. Air superiority. There we go. And then tie that in with fire concentration. Pick an air doctrine. Strategic destruction is the bread and butter. We have 23 civilian factories and 34 of them. It's dropped to 26 again. Are coming from 25 servers. Is that enough to do the focus, or do I need 26? Usually it says above 25. No, it isn't. The act of the 1940s. We have to be Dominion. We have to have lots of diversity. Blah, 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 blah. Gains cause. Let's do it. Only a 35-day focus too, even though it's such a more monumental big thing. Oh, that's really interesting. If I hold S, the last division selected now is the HQ. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. Because that was my method of how I used to split them in the olden days. All right, the Republic of Indonesia. To do that one, I need 40 civvies. And it gives me war support and stability. Some of the bonuses there are just not worth it. Or we do the Union. This will make us... This annexes the Netherlands. It gives 50 non-aligned. And it gives us cores in all of the Netherlands. Oh, okay. All right, well, I mean, not much of a choice there, really, is there? That clearly is the right option, right? Okay, who's declaring us? The Siamese Empire is declaring on us. Oh, that's historical. Siam invading Vichy France. Okay, that doesn't feel historical. And also, that's kind of bugged. 1941 and Vichy France... No, actually, that is historical, actually. I thought Vichy France didn't join until later, but... Yeah, is this broken the game, though? No, this is a limited war. Do a bit of expansion. Let's go for modern trucks. And then... MP is good for speed, but I think I want the logistics and the field hospitals. The Dutch want us to call us into a war. We're already at war. Inspector of Engineers. A genius. I have never seen that before. Supply reduction 15%. That's big. That's a logistics wizard for everyone. Plus stacked with a logistics wizard. Double logistics, boys, all the way. Here we go. The Netherlands-Indonesian Union. They have accepted. We're no longer a puppet. Transfer our entire navy to the Dominion of Indonesia. And we'll be known as the Netherlands-Indonesian Union. And we have the full Dutch navy. Any divisions? But technically we have cores now on the Netherlands, right? That is so OP. To say that that is the one that's more difficult to get to, the Republic of Indonesia, at the end of the day, that is the better one, right? I mean, you're getting cores. You're basically eating your master. Does that mean I get to select these focuses? No. Ah, that's broken. Technically, I'm not the Netherlands, so I can't pick my own focuses. Ah, no way. That's rubbish. That sucks. Anyway, I'll let the devs know that one. Remember, this is not the final version that you're going to play. You're probably going to play a different version. Polished version is for you. Supply consumption minus 15%. Oh, we've lost our army guide too. And all the advisors have disappeared. Okay, that's a bug as well. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's bust. I'm sad about that. I've lost that really cool guy that reduces supply by 15%. I hope I was going to double stack it with this focus. This reduces autonomy by 150 points. Yeah, autonomy, that's the thing. But technically, we've gone monarchist now. This path is hang on. We were a subject nation, a non-aligned subject nation. Then we became democratic. Then we became independent. And then we became a monarchy Dutch. My head is spinning. Anyway, bring the navy home, the new home. We are technically in the Allies now, which has kind of forced us into that faction. Siam is doing a limited war against China, presumed for Hanoi, but they're not in the Japan faction. Kind of like my hands are tied behind my back at the moment because I'm a bit limited what I can do. Oh, we can integrate states now. Need to have 30%, less than 20% resistance. Okay. If we are going to go for... Oh, it switched it back. Ah, that's a bit annoying. That's why the compliance has dropped. Okay, this path is a little bit janky. Single horse and cavalry. Definitely need more mills now. We need to up that plane, those plane numbers. Yeah, we need bigger machine guns. Need bigger bombs. Does this work? Am I technically the Netherlands? No. No. Oh, wait, hang on. Minus 15% Royal Netherlands. Okay, it's showing, but it's not there. Oh, it's there. It's there. It's under the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army. Justify on Siam. Feel the need to take advantage of that. We can push through the south, maybe? No, we'll push through both areas. Right, one here, and then one here. Drag you out. See if we can hire someone new that'll benefit us in war. So non-core recovery rate, that's okay. This guy, army regain and war support. War support. Political power, construction. Oh, hang on, we've got the queen. It's a bit strange to swap out the queen, don't you think? But we're democracy. Okay, we can't switch out the queen. Is it a different advisor? No. This path is full of bugs. Maybe the issue is that I'm not democratic enough. It'll take me a very long time to switch to democracy, though. The Sultan of Schoolmaster and... Oh, hang on. Is it this guy? This is him, isn't he? Does he just become an advisor now? Okay. Japan says they've declared war on Siam. Ah, but what's happened now is they've joined the faction. They've become a subject. Japan's justifying on us. Okay, the war's starting now. My economy's so massive, I'm running out of building slots. Return East Timor. They say yes. No resources here, though. I think this justification is going to be kind of pointless because Japan's about to declare on me. Declare. Everyone else join. I join it all. They're going to do call to arms as well. Yeah, there we go. Suppose now we could push through China and help out, well, the Chinese. Logistics. Now add HQs on... Oh, sorry, HQs. Get rid of that. Can add on logistics to my HQs, which reduces supply by 5% and increases the cap for the divisions as well. I guess I could go for a motorized, couldn't I? Is there any real advantage to that? Not really. Some extra stats. When I see that flag really small there, can you see? It looks like the British flag. I was thinking to myself for a second there, I'm fighting the British, aren't I? Captured a Dutch. No, hang on. That's the prison he's in. No, he's Siamese. Okay. Okay, we're getting bombed here. Not bombed. We're getting convoy raided. So we're going to start doing naval strikes here. Yep, and we're hitting stuff. That's good. And this is the reason why you can't neglect Navy. You have to do something Navy related to actually still be competitive in the naval sphere. All right, got a big front line now, so we delete all the general field front lines, make a field marshal front line. Doctrines, elite special forces. We're only going to add on rangers anyway, so I don't really care about everything else. Do rangers then. Whoosh. Supply in this region is so bad. Oh, we actually went for mountaineers. Whoops. Guess we'll do mountaineers then. Mountaineers. There we go. And then special forces attack. That's not going to apply in that circumstance, but I suppose the forward air command is quite good. Air superiority bonus. Now we can shift back to helping my guys on land with air support. Issue is supply here is dreadful, so we need to connect them up. This is why you need civilian factories, because you always need some civilian industry to do some building. Otherwise, you're just going to have supply problems like this. This one as well. Yep. State that you really want to break and you can't break it. Go around Bangkok. Now we've got it surrounded. They get this penalty, encirclement penalty, and then at this point, good supply. Well, better supply. Siam's gone. Replace with Japan. Is that Japan? No, it's us. It's my color. I'm so confused. I just realized I'm the Japan color, which is actually kind of bad because they invade me. I can't tell if I own the land or not. Indo-Dutch expeditionary force into the Chinese theater. Once again, running out of building slots again. We need concentrated supply. Is going to be horrendous here. Secret is just to break out. We'll lock a new special forces sub-doctrine. So we'll do the mountaineers and we'll also do the rangers. But we need rangers. So I do need to research rangers anyway. So this is what we've ended up with. Infantry guns for the soft attack. We've gone for the logistics. Just slap that on now. I'll admit the stats on this division aren't very good because we're missing an infantry leader. We're also missing some of the other advisors as well. Currently being redeployed, so therefore cannot be changed. That's new. All right, resources. They belong to me. Export focus. Just need the steel now. So we're going to do the classic steel trick. Make steel magically appear by mashing this button. And the problem is we've got so much rubber. We just don't need that much rubber anymore. Yeah, the amount of rubber we've got right now is insane. Oh, wow. Look at this. The United States would like to send us 600 howitzers and 17,000 guns. All we need is 2,638 convoys. I'm almost certain no one in the game has that many convoys at the start of the game. Thanks, USA. Ask China for access to air bases. This is new because this was only added in 2 patches back. The problem is I can't build inside of them because they're not a faction member. Anyway, push. Now we've got the supply reduction, fully strengthed out divisions, missing a bit of artillery. Finally, building slots. Actually, it's not unloaded all the building. Oh, it's because they're not cored. We can't core until we get the compliance up. And we lost all the compliance because when we flipped in Indonesia, for some reason, we're a different country. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of that feature. Meanwhile, in Europe, Italy's holding on to Libya, has lost East Africa. Naval invasion to the south of France. Barbarossa is going pretty bad. Meanwhile, our front isn't doing too well either. The supply difference is just too much. Little gains here and there, but we're making more of a traffic jam than we're helping. And we don't have any Chief of the Air Force to select, so... Oh, and the Dutch just want to send us... Oh, okay. No, they can send that. Hang on, was that the Dutch that was sending that to us or not? I don't know. I just got sent a bunch of guns anyway. Who cares? Who cares where it came from? We'll think about that later. When you receive a large donation, don't think about what it came from, okay? Just relish in the fact that you got a big donation, okay? And you got nothing else to build, you build infrastructure. Emergency factory conversion, one of those buttons I very rarely press. Rangers are done, so we can do Rangers now. Hang on, there's two. Jaeger traditions. The subdivision cannot be assigned to multiple tracks. Ah, so you can't do both paths. Ah, shit. Oh, that sucks. That actually is a nerf for special forces. That really sucks. Yeah, we're not making any progress here. So being here is pointless. We'll ask for access into the Soviet Union when we go to Stalingrad. For some reason we can't leave here, though. Do we have to ask for you and then you? Why aren't you moving? Move! Okay, when you need guns... You just buy everything. At the moment, we've got so much industry, it's just pointless. Just blow it in. I'm not even going to set the right numbers. What do we even need? We need guns as well. Yeah, just get guns. Guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Buy them all. I like the new system. I don't have to configure every single number now. That makes life so much easy. Also, support equipment I need. Import that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we've lost all our civilian factories. Okay. Tell you what, the international market is one way of fixing supply problems. That's fixed it almost instantly. Another reason to have more civilian factories. Jeez, thanks, America. Thanks. Another reason to have more civilian factories, right? Yay, we need service by requirement now. Are we not getting all the supply we need? Yeah. Royal Netherlands East Army minus 55%. It's almost like the agrarian society, isn't it? That the Raj has. Lads, we now fight with the Russians. Ooh. I hit the wall. Supply problems. Yes, they're not that bad, though. Infantry specialists. Gaining it with the high command mechanics. Yeah, we rarely use. I think the build-up to the Indonesian focus tree is really good. I like how interactive it is. I actually feel like I'm playing the game and just waiting around. The only issue is, once again, I joined the war so late. I feel like I'm just support. I'm playing Mercy. Okay, let's max out. I'm not going to add an AT on. Make the division bigger. 30,000 guns needed. When we get some more civilian factories, we'll import them. I don't think I've ever bought this many guns off the market before. I'm draining my entire economy here buying guns. Let's have a look. Civies. So you have 70 civilian factories, 35 our own, 34 from trade. Doesn't say the deductions from the international market. Go here, maybe? Factory and convoy allocation. 47 factories have been allocated towards buying weapons. Just realized a new focus tree's opened up. This is me aligning myself with America. So this is basically your war focus tree. Okay, I can't progress on this focus tree because these three nations need to complete their portion of the establish the Abercom. Yeah, so I can't progress. So that focus tree gets locked out immediately. Maybe they'll be encouraged to do it now that I've unlocked my part. Maybe, I don't know. Push on careful. Will there be a breakthrough? They will. We're doing good damage too. This is better than I expected. Oh, this is the end of Germany now. You see the division strength's really low, so we're going to chew through them now. Ah, there we go. Italy's fallen. Our courageous forces have managed to overrun this general. The German command now has been transferred. Oh, wow. He's actually pretty good. 6 skill. Infantry leader. That's actually a general they don't want to lose. More of a common thing in Hoi 4. The west drops before the east. How's the axis looking? A lot smaller than it once was. Yeah, I think this has one of the bigger problems of minor powers. I guess in some minors you can kind of grow big. Like, let's say Romania takes all the Balkans and it becomes kind of a major power, kind of. In this situation, because I'm so behind, because I'm a subject nation, I kind of feel like I'm always playing a support role in the game. Which is always a problem with some of these minor powers, you know, like you always feel like you're a spectator to the World War II when you kind of want to be a main contender. It's one of the reasons why I play majors so often. I just feel like you're on the front row, you know? It kind of feels like I am on the back row as Indonesia. Even though it's kind of cool that I technically liberated myself. Can I deploy divisions here? No. Wonder why. Maybe because the capital's disconnected, maybe? What's my contribution? 9%. That'll get me 2 chunks of Germany. What are the casualties, Dave? We lost 1.1 mil. And Germany lost 1.7 million to us. Put them on aggressive for the final push. All of a sudden, because some of the axes have disappeared, the game's just speeded up. I feel like I'm getting double the frame rate now. There we go. Didn't historically they plan up the Netherlands taking land from Germany? I think they chose against it because it would obviously cause another World War situation. Saying that, actually, the chance of me getting this land is dropping off. I got some land. Should be thankful. I didn't get all of it. In that case, I take German Albanian's Navy. Yes. Boom. So, this one is definitely not my favorite. I think in all fairness, the Thai focus tree is the best one because you've got war opportunities, you've got build-up, you feel like you're going from a minor to a major. And then Australia's kind of cool because you've got some interesting bonuses. However, I think that the Indonesian one is probably the weakest of the three. Maybe the independence paths are a lot more interesting. Maybe the revolution is kind of fun. And maybe you get to break away early so you can actually do stuff in the world. Maybe, I don't know. But this one is just okay. It's definitely one of the better ones when it comes to breaking free from your master. It's definitely better than the Congo. However, it's one of those, everything happens a little bit late and the war's kind of already over. Anyway, guys, enjoy this long form content. You're into this? Let me know. Apart from that, have a good day. Bye-bye.